Sectarianism, from my understanding, is where people differentiate between religious affiliation, whether that's Protestant or Catholic, and also in Glasgow, my first understanding of that was about football teams, Celtic and Rangers. I think there is a problem of sectarianism in Scotland, and the reason I say that is that I have within school settings seen the issues that arise from that, where youngsters actually don't like each other because of a team they support or the religious affiliation they may have. And more recently it's permeated if you look at Facebook and the comments made of different results of the football teams, and it clearly shows that there is a problem. Most definitely. I think if the issue of sectarianism gets hold into individuals, then other issues like racism or religious hatred or hatred of disabled or hatred of other focused communities will permeate into that individual's thinking as well. I think would be a better Scotland. I think people would be much more tolerant of other faiths and other communities, and I think that can only be good for Scotland. I think the whole thinking ethos of individuals has to be looked at and supported in terms of educating our younger people into showing why sectarianism or hate of any sort is not conducive to a good life in Scotland, and also the fact that it divides communities, where in this time and age we need united communities so we can improve our lives. I haven't experienced sectarianism directly. However, I have seen comments made, and as I mentioned earlier on, in Facebook and others, where I found that it's not just faith-related, issues. It is, from my point of view, I've seen ethnic minority young people who may have not affiliation to any of the faith, Protestants or Catholics, but that they are from other religious backgrounds, but they spout out the same vile language that's used to degrade others. I think it makes me feel awful because it is where people do not have any respect for others, for their views or their teams or whatever, and I think that is a shame, and I think we should be respecting each other irrespective of our thinking. Whether you think about faith, you might think the faith you follow is better than the other or not. That's not the case. We have to respect every other faith, just like each faith asks us to do. And also the fact teams is the same, football teams, it is a game of football. It's nothing to do with anything else. You win or lose, but there's no point in making other people feel less than yourself. Well, certainly, I personally would when I come across it, would talk to the individual and say this is something that you should not do in the future.